If you could describe yourself in one word, Mrs. J, what would it be?
This is Miss J, the AP Chemistry teacher at Barrington High School in Barrington, Rhode Island. While she's a fantastic chemistry teacher who also puts insane amounts of time into coaching our school's successful Science Olympiad and robotics teams, her local fame doesn't end there, as her cheery personality has caused her to become beloved by all students, faculty, and parents alike. So while she is unsure of how to complete that statement, the rest of us definitely are not.
Dedicated.
Inspirational.
Informative.
Loving.
My idol.
Passionate.
If you could describe Miss J in one word, what would it be?
Awesome.
Enthusiastic. Amazing.
Happy. Yeah. Really helpful.
Approachable.
Absolutely amazing.
Engaging. Awesome.
Can you come up with a better word than awesome?
Dope.
If you could describe Miss J in one word, what would it be?
Trustworthy.
Funny, probably.
Caring.
Compassionate. Dedicated.
Where am I going?
One of a kind. She's fun.
Really cool. What he said.
Interesting.
Energetic. A winner.
I wouldn't use a word because she's too big for one word.
To describe Miss J in one word, I would say caring.
Excited.
Spectacular.
Bubbly.
Passionate. She's cool.
Dedicated. And hilarious.
Inspiring.
Effervescent. She is a rock star.
As you can see, we think Miss J is the absolute best. But there's so much more we want to say to her than you can fit in a single word.
What do you love most about Miss J?
What I love most about Miss J is that she brings humor into the classroom but still gets the point across and still helps kids learn a lot.
There's so many things I love about Mrs. J, but the thing I love about her most is her dedication to her students, whether it's staying late after school to review topics with us, planning fun activities and demonstrations in class, or just checking in to see how we're doing.
She builds personal connections with her students and she cares so much about us.
Her room it's like a second home, and sometimes a first one.
She's so dedicated to her work, she's willing to stay after school until 5 p.m. if you need her.
She is even willing to answer the craziest of our questions.
Mrs. J would always bring in real-world connections to our class to make it so much more engaging, relevant, and fun to learn about.
On Halloween, she tricked us into thinking that we had a pop quiz, but it turns out that she led us into the lab and had created an elaborate set of experiments that were all Halloween related, and it was super, super fun.
When I asked her at the beginning if I should drop out, she told me to weather the course, and I don't regret it at all.
I love Mrs. J because she's a nerd and she sparked my interest in chemistry.
Always knows how to make you smile.
She is a bigger child than her students in the best way possible. For example, when she eats cherries, she rubs it on her lips and pretends she's a vampire. And I think it shows her kids that it's okay to just be silly and fun.
I think the reason, I think a lot of parents love Miss J is that she possesses the qualities you want your child to emulate. She's a wonderful, wonderful role model.
What I love about Miss J is her generosity. She's incredibly generous with her time and her love for her students. Because she gives so much of herself, she is much loved by everyone who crosses paths with her.
Now, AP Chem isn't the easiest of courses. However,
what would your reaction be if you had the opportunity to take AP Chem again?
I'd be super excited because that was probably my favorite class, and Miss J is such an amazing teacher, and I learned so much there.
If I had to take AP Chem with Miss J again, I'd be okay with it, and that's saying a lot because I hate chemistry, but Miss J made it fun, so I'd be alright.
I would initially be anxious, but that would melt away when I realized Miss J is my teacher.
Taking AP Chem again, oh my god, that would be scary, but at the same time I'd be assured because I'd know that Mrs. J would always be there to help me out and make sure I understood what I was doing, because the second time around, I don't know if I'd still be able to get it.
My first response would probably be terror and then a lot of excitement.
Let's go right now. I'll do it.
So what we're trying to say, Miss J, is thank you. And from your AP classes to you,